Man, I'm feeling this episode. I am feeling it. When they say competition, they're not just talking about competition, in the ring. They talking about outside the ring the whole time. But anyway, this is your boy Mean. Welcome to the channel where anime and manga means more. And we're reviewing The Legend of Korra episode 5. Let's go ahead and get into this, man. So the team is training. Then Asami comes in, rains on Korra's parade. So Bolin makes his move. Now Bolin, we already know he's feeling Korra, so he puts his game down and whatnot, and let her know, hey, I'm here. So later on, Bolin is talking to Mako, and he tells him, hey, yo, I like Korra, man. I'm about to make my move. He said, forget that. Now you can see Mako. He's like, what? He's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. He's trying to keep him away from Korra, even though he's with Asami. So I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. Now it's competition between Mako and Bolin. Now Bolin doesn't know it, but Mako is like plotting. You see it in his face. He's like, no, you ain't. I want to be with Asami, but I don't want anybody with Korra until I go ahead and make my move. People do stuff like that. Now, while this is happening, Korra, she's getting advice from Tenzin's kids. She's getting advice from kids. Terrible advice. They're talking about jumping volcanoes, do this, do that, poison, this, kill, genocide, all kinds of dumb stuff that they read in some books. And Tenzin's wife comes in. She comes in and she tells them what happened with her. Now, this thing sets this whole story up and for the future. She says, I seen him with the wrong woman, so I had to make my move fast. She said, I just confessed my feelings to him, and it took off from there. So Korra gets in her mind that she's going to do that. But this is where, like, I was thinking, okay, this ain't just about Korra, because Korra says, she's thinking, okay, Mako's about to wind up with the wrong girl, so I better make my move. But Bolin, in his case, let me get Korra before she winds up with Mako. You see what I'm saying? So we got this whole inner circle going like this. It's going all crazy, all willy-nilly, people fighting, kicking, scratching. So now we get into the competition. Korra and their team, they make quick work of the competition. I mean, quick work. Bang, bam, bam. They've been training and they've been putting in work. Which called Tarlot's mad because Korra been putting in more work with the ferrets than at the task force. I guess she ain't been showing up, but the fire fairs seemed like more important to her. But anyway, what was I getting ready to say? I lost my track of thought. So anyway, this is what I was getting ready to say. Korra, like after they get through, busting these guys out, cleaning them up, dusting them off, she goes right out and takes Tenzin's wife, I can't remember her name, takes her advice and says, yo, Mako, I got feelings for you. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. And he's like, nah, I don't care about you like that. I got Asami. I got Asami. We seen that coming. Now, he's the type of guy where he's greedy. Like, he got two girls that's all over him. Now, he doesn't really want Asami. At the end of the day, he does not want to. He wants Korra. But he didn't want to confess that at first. Now that he's in a position where he's already with Asami, so he doesn't know whether he wants to go. This guy's lost it. He doesn't know back and forth, left and right. He don't know which way he wants to go. But then, after that, Korra gets turned down by Mako. Bolin swoops in, and he gets her on the rebound. And he wins her over by, talking to, they can relate to each other and stuff like that. Now, somebody in the conversation last time, you said that Mako and Korra thing is like written in stone. I'm not saying it's written in stone, but all I'm saying is that based off of all the knowledge that I have and from other series and the way this is going right now, it seems like definitely Korra will wind up with Mako and Bolin's going to be and I don't like that. But I don't like the part that Bolin, his type of character, always winds up as the guy who just gets some off-bearing girl, some girl that just comes out the woodworks out of nowhere, just because, hey, let's give him something. I don't like that, but that's the way it usually goes. It usually goes that way. Bolin, the character, the archetype that Bolin is playing, he usually gets some girl that they just hand out, throughout the series just be like the same thing that happened with what's his name? I can't believe I forgot. He's my favorite character from Avatar. The guy with the boomerang. How did I forget his name? That's my favorite character. But anyway, my mind went blank because I'm into this review. I'm into this. So anyway, he tries his luck, throughout that series, and comes up bullseye throughout the whole series, and we just find out later on in the series, okay, this happened, this happened, this happened. But you don't see any definite relationship with these, these third wheels, and that's what Bolin is. He's like the third wheel, and they just don't get no justice. That's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I would prefer if Bolin and Korra was together. You know what I'm saying? Instead of seeing that guy just wallowing. I know. When it happened, when this episode was happening, I felt his pain, man. I felt Bolin's pain, man. I felt it. So Bolin, he managed to get a date with Korra, right? They go on a date. Now you can tell Mako doesn't like that. He's like, "What, you going on a date? On a date with Bolin?" You can tell he didn't like that. Now while they're on this date, you can see that the chemistry is pretty good and things like that. But some of the competition, the reigning champs is there, right? Showing off whatnot. Korra manages to, he tries to, draw out, get them disqualified. She manages to win that situation, embarrass him, and still make it. She embarrassed him and didn't fall into his trap all at the same time. So that was good. So their date went very well. They had fun, everything. They clicked, all that. So later on, Mako meets up with Korra. Now you know why he meets up with him. I don't want you with Bolin. I want you to sit around and wait for me to get done with Asami, so now I can go to you, because I don't want to just leave Asami. That's his thought pattern, I guess. And they get into an argument. Now what happens is once they go into the competition, the tournament, the chemistry. What is it? Teamwork is off. Bolin shows off. I was like, yeah, because Bolin is my favorite character right now in this series. He shows off. He puts these guys in. He keeps the team in there. He's got morale. You know what I'm saying? And then they go to tiebreak. Now, usually Mako hands the tiebreak, and he's the better of the better member. But he doesn't have his head in the game. What you call him? Bolin says, "I got this," and I think also he's trying to show off to say, look good in front of Korra. And he dusts these guys off. I was like, yeah, Bolin, yeah. So what happens is this, man. Oh, man. Mako meets up with Korra at the end, the competition. And they're like, man, stop playing. And what you call him? Korra's like, I know you like me. And y'all know I don't, blah, blah. And you know what happened. They kiss, and Bolin, you knew he was standing behind them. He had flowers, candy, money, roses, such yada yada, all kinds of stuff. He had everything but a marching band. He had chocolates, all kinds of everything but a marching band. He was coming out there. He was going to impress Korra and everything, and she's kissing Mako. I was hurt. I was more hurt than Bolin. They showed his face. Now it was kind of comical, but you can see this dude was hurt. He was like, what? I was crying right along with Bolin. I felt his pain, man, and they demonstrated that so well. And, it wasn't just the fact that of being able to relate, but they demonstrated the situation so well in this series, man. Even while they were doing this comical relief at the same time. This episode was good, but the one strange thing about the episode, it seems like, and even though the episode I'm saying is great, I love this episode, it seems weird that they didn't have anything from the last episode. After all that stuff that happened in the last episode, so much stuff happened that changed Korra that none of it made it to this episode at all. Like what you call them, a mind didn't cross her mind or something. It seems weird that such a big, huge revelation happened that changed this character so big in such a big way that it doesn't make any kind of effect on this this episode. And also, one thing I'm thinking that Asami, she might have something to do with with the reigning champs. Well, I can't remember what they call it, the bat wings or whatever they call it. The dude on there. I don't know why I just get that feeling, because we watch different series and you start seeing repetition and patterns. It just seems like something's going to happen between them. I don't know what it is. I'm just getting that inference from what I already know. So now, Mako is Bolin's competition. Bolin lost, basically, he loses competition to Mako. Mako's going to have Korra and Asami. He's going to be having them, going at it, all that kind of stuff. And Bolin is going to sit on the sideline, all broken up and everything, just watching. That's what happens, right now. So anyway, Mako and Bolin, they're at odds, and they're in the tournament, and then the teamwork ain't right. The chemistry's wrong. So they're losing. Korra shows off. She comes back. Now what she does is that there's only one way they can win: knockout. They gotta get all players out the ring. She keeps dodging. She keeps dodging. Now what she does is she gets them all lined up in a nice little row, and then she hits one of them and get them all. She had them all lined up in a nice little row. She got rid of all of them. So they stay in the competition. But see, they had to fight for that. Now the problem is this: when the reigning champs come in, it's a wrap. Cause this will happen when the five fairs, they go up to their little room, and Asami comes in. She's all over Mako. Mako's looking at Korra. They're both they both like each other. They're looking at each other. Blah, blah, blah. Bolin just got to sit off to the side and just watch that crap all day long, and they see the reigning champs come in, and they go to fight. Right now, Korra's talking to Bolin. I'm sorry about what happened and everything. Not even 3 seconds, they ripped the competition. Left them all broken up and everything. They go out, they say, wait, hold on. They're like, the competition over. The bell just rung. They ripped it. They ripped it. Period. And now, Korra's scared of somebody else. She's like, how we gonna beat them? They're beating people like that. That's how good this team is. So anyway, I love this episode, man. But it kind of, the way they set it up, this triangle, circle, whatever, is great. I'm pretty sure that Mako, from what I know about, different series that I've seen, Mako's gonna wind up with Korra and Bolin's gonna be the eyeball, which I don't like. But hey, that's how it is. I don't mind Mako being with Korra, but Bolin, man, I can relate to him, and I don't want to see him go out like that, man. And it really put a strain on the team, going through all this. Now, somebody might say, well, Bolin got a day with Korra before Mako, but he got her on the rebound. You got to realize that. That's rebound. She just put her heart out there, and then, it didn't work out right. So she picked the next best thing. That happens. And that's pretty much what the episode was about, building up that relationship. And they played it off very, very well. Very well. Very, very well. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Tell me who you think, Korra will wind up with at the end of the series. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure it's Mako. Very sure it's Mako. Even though I will prefer Bolin. But go ahead and tell me who you think. Leave that in the comment section. Rate the video and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.